instead of a Hylos, right?
Yeah, it is an Esmeralda side lane right now. That's what's happening in the Bang Bang universe, Shinbu. Yeah, lots of sustain, plus they build tank items for this hero. But you know what's interesting? Your hero is back too.
Yeah.
Selena is now a priority pick for most of the teams.
Yeah.
Probably because it's a good counter to the funnel strat. You can actually check heroes with the traps and bait them out. And you can actually hit your arrows. Yes, easy target inside the jungle pit. Oh yeah, Selena export for the first two picks.
And Selena is really very viable. I actually love the way how she transitioned. Although I don't play that way. I love the way how she transitioned to support position, right? Because there's really a lot of potential on that part. When it comes to support, actually not just in Mobile Legends, but on some PC players, having an early burst is actually important to a support. It's integral to a support, and the idea that you don't need that much items to burst down champions, to burst down heroes. So that's the best part about having a support with high burst, because support are usually the ones who are lagging in terms of itemizations. But Selena doesn't need that much items as long as the condition is failed of layering that abyssal trap before your arrow, and you can still dish out very big damage.
One thing to take note is that Selena can pull off a level 1 first blood, right? Level 2, level 1 first blood. And the 3-second arrow is just too long if you are inside a mobile game. So what is the answer for Team Blue? SADISTIC's main, it's Eremi with Esmeralda, carry for Judds, and Show. So they will try to juggle out heroes and try to go for little skirmishes, little pickups with the Cho and the Esmeralda. Ooh, Baksha pick.
Yeah, Baksha pick. Okay,
For the
that's
GALAXIUS.
very interesting, because I think that's risky in itself, especially that you have an Esmeralda into the front line and you have a carry for the back line. So engaging actually with this Baksha would be a tad bit hard for the side of GLX. But we'll see. Probably you can just utilize the Baksha to keep the Cho in check, something like that.
Yeah. Actually, Shinbu, the Baksha is a response as well for the Esmeralda, because your ultimate counters out the shields from Esmeralda. Just like the Hylos, when the Hylos pops his Ring of Punishment, right? So it's a DPS damage. The ticks from the ultimate of the Baksha can deal with the shields of this Esmeralda. So we shall see, because the Angela is the last pick with the Kufra. And there you go. The funneled hero for Team GLX is going to be Bruno.
Bruno, yes.
Bruno versus Kari in the late game.
Yes.
Bruno wins, man.
Yeah, for the late game. Meanwhile, on the early game, that would depend really heavily on the Esmeralda. And probably Cho Esmeralda, there are a lot of damage sources possible here for the side of the blue, right?
Sadistic Gods.
Sadistic Gods.
Yeah.
So TSG, if I'm not mistaken. We will see. We will know.
Yeah, I agree.
What they want is just transform and have their cooldowns be on reset. Yeah, here after that.
Coming in, that came from Shinbu, guys. So Selena heroes don't usually see the cooldown of the arrow. Doesn't care in the world. Just arrow every day, right? Yeah. So here we go. Jeps is now going for the cut.
It's not really about how can I say this? It's not really about the cooldown of the arrow or cooldowns overall for Selena. It is always about the cycling from your ultimate to your first skill, then on that arrow as well, including that arrow as well.
All right. Let's see if we're gonna witness that later. But right now, both of the teams going for the same strategy. It is a 1-3-1 once again.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what your heroes are, 1-3-1 is the way to go. Three heroes in the mid lane fighting it out. There you go, Shin.
Yeah, might be no casualty. No, it's gonna be Archimar saying his goodbye. And that here, Kyle will be forced to flicker out. The double flicker in. Down even Kufra along with the Angela. Judge here hitting a few minions there, but he was able to join the party, getting the last hit still against that Maxia. 2-4-none in favor of the blue side.
The love waves are just enough for Team Sadistic Gods to sustain that fight. Plus the slows from the spinning light wheel. So yeah, it's a good start for Team Sadistic Gods. With that, they had an early advantage of 1,300 gold in their pockets, and now converting it probably to this bottom tower push. Both of the teams having the same plans. There you go, boom. Mirroring style.
Cleanly done there, coming in from the Selena. This is the tempo that you have been mentioning, Manjin. That again, Selena has the tempo, doesn't require that much items really to be an impact for the game. A very long duration crowd control on the stun, in the form of the stun. Especially have the Esmeralda take the fights early on and capitalize further the lead that is established here by the Selena along with the carry.
Yeah, let's see. We shall see about that, Shinbu. If that's gonna happen, Dreamman.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was done.
From the stun, Dash is stashing away. He doesn't have it, but it's okay. There you go. That is the first counter kill of the game. Baksha immediately here.
And that is totally unstoppable. That carry, actually, there is no need, no heavy call for the Angela to cast her ultimate towards the carry, but it gives good confidence for the carry to take a little bit of a step into the front line against GALAXIUS main here. I feel that the carry has been snowballed out of hand here, even at the 101 KDA on the gold that he's getting. It looks really good for the side of DSG.
Yeah, it's looking good for Team GLX as well with that outplay in the top lane. That was actually a beautiful initiation from Dash, the Kufra, with the 3-man knock up, but the Purify, the main target was the Bruno, and they actually saved the Bruno because of that. There you go, Shinbu. I think there's going to be another fight here.
Well, they're torching back. Still no casualty for our running game. A bit of convergence happening here for our mid lane side. I think even though TSG has a good control of this game, the lead is not that much anymore. I think GALAXIUS has done a pretty good job in actually offsetting the early leads, the 2-0 done in by TSG. But look at that. Daddy Cal L here without any fight after the combo coming in from the show. He got delivered into the range of Jads and Jams. The Farsa casting his ultimate. Not gonna be enough to actually stop this TSG squad on their tracks.
Wow. Like what you said, Shinbu, is this a comeback game? From the early stages of the game, that is actually hard to do on alley-ooping your enemy to your allies, especially if you're a Cho player. Well, I'm guessing if you're a Cho player, you can easily do that, but for me, I can't. But meanwhile, there's going to be a fight here in the bottom side. 1-2 in favor of the red team. There you have it. The rage, the initiation, Dash will flicker out with a bouncing ball, and Jazz is also here, popping her ultimate to get the X-Borg.
That is very heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here as Kyle L will try to re-engage. Dash bouncing up. Interesting. Instead of dashing. Well, still, things are looking pretty even on that fight. Not much has been snowballed as well after the ongoings of that match. Still, I do believe that both of the two funnel here, Marksman, is really getting beef up for that late game fight. 2-0-2 on both KDAs.
Yeah, but the carry is leading with the levels, but still, it's an even ball game, Shinbu, for this game. 14k, both of the teams really getting all of the support kills, saving their main core hero, protecting him no matter what happens. And and I guess the next team fight will happen in the next turtle, and whoever initiates first and will get the burst, it rhymes, can actually win the team fight. Because again, both of these guys, they know their capabilities. They know when to go in, they know when to go out. I think Shinbu, this is the hottest game so far.
Indeed. So actually on our previous games we had some one-sided match here, but look at that, 6 minutes into the game, everything is inconclusive, but another Nice cleanse, nice purification rather from that Farsa. Ladies and gentlemen, had it been that ultimate connect, it would have been over as members of Team TSG can snowball that kill to a lead, to a turtle, and even to a push. Titanium here gonna be joining the party to take this turtle. It will still be secured by Jazz here. Move the camera up. That's gonna be the cleat. 536 now onto Dash, still protecting that carry. No Angela to actually cast onto him. It will be onto Dash. Jabs pulling out, and I think that's it. We're able to show away the members of GALAXIUS.
Wow, Team Sadistic Gods actually timing in the Purify. They actually know that the Purify is on cooldown. After that two-man knock-up from Kufra, they saw the Purify, and then Esmeralda just went in for the stun, went in for the initiation, and went for the crowd control. Jazz finishing them off, and I think that is the advantage that you get with a crowd control lineup like this.
Yeah.
20k to 17,000, 6-4. Still, the red team, they have the opportunity to get back, but it's now Team Blue who is gonna set up the tempo, Shinbu.
It does look like though that our expectations on the Baksha is reflected as well for this game. He's the one struggling the most, coming in from the side here of the GALAXIUS squad. Although Azuri has been dropped as well, it does feel like their front line overall has been thinned out here by the side of TSG. Especially with the hit that can come in from the carry. Even enemy is not really that behind, and I would like to commend Dash on the hustle that he's bringing against the members of GALAXIUS.
Yeah, definitely. Dash is bouncing out, bouncing in, but his name is Dash. So that's interesting. 7-4. 8 minutes, man. This is the third Serpent take. Dash once again going in and flickering. Oh my. Trying to steal it, but I think with those type of plays, that's actually very risky. But still, you will commend the effort for him trying to steal and bait out skills.
You have to be very careful though. You need there is a lot of possibility that GLX can still continue, can still turn things around. Actually, even if the 4K gold is on the hands here of TSG, they will be trading something. Actually, I was thinking it would be of the X-Borg against the Turtle, but it would be a Turtle for none, and that is on GALAXIUS side win.
Wow. GALAXIUS just confident enough to go inside the tower. You will actually get this because they have the global presence of Jams as the Angela. That's why Dash is just unfazed in going in with the Tyrant's range and bouncing ball.
Yeah, they need to be very careful. They need to be very careful. We're gonna Radical L once more, gonna get back by enemy squad here along with that carry. But of course, they cannot fully commit to that dive, especially with
committed by Team GALAXIUS, Sadistic Gods. This Bruno right now on a sticky situation. Right now, his farm is now paused at the moment because of the aggression coming in from Dash and company. And look at this, Shinbu. We talked about it earlier about the Baksha.
Yeah, that's going to be the Baksha. The struggle continues for the main tank here on the side of GALAXIUS main. They are grouping up top. They have no Baksha here. There's enough firepower for the side of TSG. I think the Predator airstrike is also on cooldown, and they're getting pressured in by the Cho on that bottom lane.
Oh my. But still, the comeback potential is still good here for the red side. But with the Cho, the Esmeralda, and the Kufra, 3 heroes that can go in after the Purify. Probably one can just bait out the Purify from the Bruno, and then one can go ahead and attack him out. So the Parsa and the Bruno, Zenki and Titanium, they need to position themselves good. They need to position themselves like this. Okay,
so the front line. Yeah, it's bouncing out. Of course, for the airstrike here, it's casted, but I think that is the signal. Jump coming in from enemy. He gets shredded through. Coming in from Titanium, he's able to burst that Esmeralda. Titanium still takes the free hit. Jans here in critical health. They have to fall back. Still Jams into the front line. Jans and Jams now into the front line. It's also Titanium, but it doesn't matter. You know the headline here. It would be of the Cho. Split pushing up top.
Mr. Jeps, the hardest working man for the side of Team Sadistic Gods. Shinbu, that was a 4-on-5 fight. So if you are Team Galactic Gods, you need to be worrisome because after the Purify from Titanium, he is at a dangerous spot. Luckily for him, the Esmeralda ultimate did not hit him. So, man, that was just a sticky situation for them. So, they have the comeback potential, but they really need to find ways in order for them to fight good. Because one wrong team fight, this is a funneled carry, so the game can end with a snap.
Indeed. But of course, you also have a funneled Bruno here. Yes. Still, TSG needs to. TSG still needs to calculate the way they try to engage GALAXIUS here. I do feel though that their safety net would be of the Cho. Cho has been split pushing, and TSG's gamble is mainly on the side that they try to do 4v5 engages.
Definitely. Oh my, is this a pre-lord? There you go, the Angela falling down, last insanity, but the carry will take the lord! 3-man silent range!
Oh no! The Bruno is also down! That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Jad's gonna be falling. Jad will be securing more and more kills. Members here of GALAXIUS main has to fall back. That's gonna be the backshot. He won't be any ray of hope for the side here and for the members of Team GALAXIUS. I think that's it. That's it, bro. Well, not yet the game, but that would be a massive lead.
Yes, you said it, bro. Jeps, the Cho is the deal breaker for the side of Team Sadistic Gods. What an entry in that clash, and now pushing the top lane so quick. 3-2-3 for his score and 4-man kill.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is expected. Now, TSG is just being careful on this one. You can actually see the Cho playing around. He gets the crowd control, gets the knock-up, gets the kick, but it doesn't matter. He was able to lure some of the members onto the bottom lane side. Of course, that leaves some freedom to actually focus onto that base. But I think that's it. Members here of TSG would have to fall back.
Yeah. Mega Minions is quite a big troublesome for teams GLX. And I don't know, man. Actually, I think could have been the end if just the Cho waited. He's a little bit greedy there in the bottom side, playing with his food. But yeah, this is like what you've said. That is a massive lead, and Team GLX. It is now going to be hard for them to come back, especially with the Mega Minions. Who is going to enter and who is going to initiate? That is the question. They failed with the execution, with the arrow and the backshot rotation. Because looking at the lineup of Team GLX, they're fast at rotating. You have arrows, you have a bird, a flying peacock, and you have a fidget spinner who is rolling around. So you can easily take kills. But with the global presence of the Angela, only with the global presence of the Angela, Team Sadistic Gods, they answered with their own tempo. So it left us with this 13-9.
Yeah. Well, they're clearing the lanes. They still have the Farsa to go for the clears on this one. So that's why there is a lot of freedom for the side of GALAXIUS main to still defend the base. But the problem is the Kufra. The Kufra can open up anything. The Cho can pressure one of the side lanes, and still it makes their whole squad vulnerable. Even if they are in a compressed formation here on their own base.
If I'm not mistaken, the Kufra's Tyrant's Revenge is the longest range in terms of crowd controlling. Like initiation. There you have it.
Yeah.
Tyrant's Range.
Tyrant Range, ladies and gentlemen. But the problem here is of the minion wave. They need to manage here for the mid lane side. Ladies and gentlemen, members of GLX doing what they can. Still no casualty for this part. Kufra casting his spell. Of course, goes for the jump. Bounce out. The wave clear is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Kufra getting punished here. And the Bruno still doing a really good job. There is also a call for the pause still at this situation.
You guys are awesome. Here we go. We're now back.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are back into the running game. And I thought it was of the wave clear that was being done here by the GALAXIUS. That makes TSG struggle to actually close this one out. But I think it's probably of the latency issues. So let's see. It might be the reason why they're not able to follow up properly again as well against that Kufra.
Probably. Yeah, because that's the second pause of the game, but it's okay. It's technology, guys. We can't really control it. So right now, team Sadistic Gods, they will now go for the Lord. This is the Luminous Lord, Shinbu, the second Lord of the game. So after they secure this, they could probably end it. But look at this. Xborg is lurking from behind. He wants to steal it, but it will fail. Meanwhile, Jeps.
Okay,
is he going to be
Jeps.
dead?
Well, he's
Yes,
still isolated. This is not gonna be good for the side of TSG. Actually, those kind of positions are uncalled for. That's not really necessary. You have to remember that GLX here, what they are doing is they are not playing to get the win. They are playing. All that they are doing right now is to specifically just not lose.
Yes, just defend. Just defend. Defense is the best. Offense is the slogan for the side of Galactus. Galaxius. Oh my glove. This is so close, Shinbu. Here we go. 4-on-5 fight in the mid lane. The Lord is here. That is the ultimate of the Farsa being popped. The Lord is now at half health, but no one's really
no following up. Yeah, no one is following up for the Lord here. Again, if you are watching this inhibitor turrets base siege, ladies and gentlemen, it's about managing the minions. And right now, members here of Galaxius has a crazy wave clear capacity.
Yeah. The Xboard can use the flamethrower, the Baksha can use its ultimate, plus the Farsa's ultimate, the Feather Airstrike is at very low cooldown, so he can spam it out every time. They even have the Bruno damage. So it's now going to be a problem for Team Sadistic Gods. How can they enter this, man?
Yeah. Actually, it's only with the Kufra. I believe it's only with the Kufra, and they need to get a jump from the Kufra, from the Kufra and also the Esmeralda. But that depends really. Again, also you have to consider the Bruno has Purify, so they need another Lord for this. I think it will depend on the scaling of the minion. GLX knows what needs to be done. They don't care really anymore. All they need to do is just hug this base, just clear any wave. Look at that. Nobody's going out. There's really no point of going out. They know that they can just get a bit gold for this.
They're at the quarantine state. It's like ECQ for them.
Indeed.
It's like 2020 for team for the red side. Hoping to get the victory with a comeback. They're hoping to get that 5-man wipe, and one player can defend, plus 4 heroes can push. So let's see if that's going to happen.
Well, wait, I still believe this is gonna be very hard without any Lord from the side here of TSG.
We are at 73 seconds.
Yes.
For the next Lord Shinbu.
Here's one trick though that they can do. I'm not too sure. Here's the one trick though. They could have the Cho get in with the Angela.
Oh,
have the Angela be with the Cho, and the Kufra goes for the dive. I think that would be less unexpected. I don't believe. I think Kari can manage. There's really no assassin towards her except if an arrow will land, something like that, right?
But look at the damage of the Farsa right now. Zenku to the Kufra, already at half health. Kufra is right now. So I think they don't really want to do that split push that you're suggesting. I think they still want to be safe. It's better to be safer than probably sorry. So I think they're waiting for the Lord. They opted to go for the Lord Shin. But man, if you're gonna think about it, the longer the game goes, the harder the objectives are. Because every time that the red and the blue and every jungle creeps in the map spawn, their HPs and their stats go higher. So look at this, right? They're having a hard time in just killing buffs. And in terms of scaling, again, for me, I am a marksman. So the Bruno, I prefer the Bruno in late game. Like no matter what happens.
Compared to the carry?
Yeah, compared to the carry.
Well, yeah. In terms of upfront damage, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of front damage. That's why the Cho can easily go down. The Kufra can easily go down. All Titanium needs is to just be safe in his position.
Let's see. Well, the thing here is that they have a Lord. More than ever, there is a bigger opportunity for the members of TSG to complete this dive. To complete this dive, go for it. But you know, my best guess is that they could have the Bruno used to clear for the Lord. They could bait that one. They could pick the Bruno. Actually, just clean up the Purify away from the Bruno and get one kick, at least one kick on the Bruno. There we go. Let's observe how this Lord will be dropped so quick. All right, 70%, 80% out of the Lord. You got Judge out to the side.
Dash, it's up, Hapfield, nice knock-up coming in. But again, there comes the Angela ultimate from Mr. Jazz. They want to attack the base, but Zenki, Jets trying it. But no, the base is at low health. There you go.
That's it. Well done from the side here of DSG. I was thinking that they would utilize the Lord to actually